So could a new listener be able to follow your music or no?
I would hope so, but I don't think that anybody could get what I'm saying in one listen. I listen to some of my verses though, and I don't get all of it.
Now, because but the
I
thing
have
is,
to go back.
the type of
Yeah.
the type of music that you make with your lyrics, a person who has knowledge, who's read a lot of literature, can understand you precisely. You know what I'm saying? When I hear you, I get it.
But it's like a good song, right? You would hope a good hip hop song. The way I do it is the way I like it. That you would say, wow, that sounds dope, and he said some shit, but good enough where I'm gonna go back. Like to me, people think they know what he's saying. People think they know what he's saying because his theme is gutter. Like, you know, it's Raekwon, it's gonna be about drugs and shit with a little bit of knowledge and stuff. But when you listen to his lyrics though, a lot of his layering is real complex.
Very.
You know?
Nice.
So that's what I love about that. Like you have to go back and you have to but I also love, you know, the way RZA rhymes at his peak.
Yep, me too.
Because he's saying so many things, like you have to go back and study through that. KRS-One. You know KRS-One more than any other MC, pop MCs, anybody. If you listen to his catalog, just shuffle all of his catalog. Now, I'm big on KRS-One, I have all his catalog. There's so many pieces. There's so many hooks to his shit. He throws hooks and gimmicks into almost every other bar, right?
Yeah.
You know, because you're from the Bronx. Everybody from the Bronx studies KRS-One. His music is filled with hooks. Filled with hooks. There's choruses on everything. There's never not a chorus though. There's never not a gimmicky line inside of it though. You know, shit that I do, like when I start doing on every album now, I'll have a song where at the end I go, we still build, we still build. That's from KRS-One. You suckers, fresh for 89. You suckers. Every year he goes, fresh for 1990. You suckers. Like, so, I was like, let me have something I say.
So let me ask you something, Sunat.
You know?
When you heard my music, what was your take when you heard me?
I didn't take.
Because Sunat always says when the artist asks him, be ready for the
No,
cut.
I remember, he knows how to say it. But I wouldn't, yo, you know what's crazy? I would not have guessed if I see you every day. By the way you dress, it's P-Line. Be dressing like that. But the way that you rhyme, I didn't think it was P-Line. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking, to me it was more Queens, more maybe even Medina, because it was very layered though. You know what I'm saying? And you also can't always pick up the cadence though. So like, you know when you listen to a bar and you know like, oh, there's the rhyming word coming, and that's how people, the basic travel.
Right.
You don't always use the it's like Doom. Doom is a good example. Doom doesn't always rhyme where you're supposed to. He deliberately will extend one and then do another one. You know what I'm saying? And he still keeps the cadence though. You have a lot of songs where you do that.
Okay.
And I don't know if you're doing that consciously or it just comes out like that.
It just comes, yo. I noticed that when I go back and
when you go back and listen to it, you're gonna hear. You see what I'm saying? Because you do that all the time though. And what's dope about that is that that means you have to change the meter. You have to go a little bit faster, go a little slower, which means you have to shove stuff in bars or stretch out bars. You know what I'm saying? Stretch out bars. And it doesn't come out whack. It helps that your voice, you have a dope voice. You know what I'm saying? A whack voice fucks that up. But
sorry.
Guru said this most of the Guru is one of my favorite rappers, man. Like
right. You know? So you know, the way you rhyme is like ideal lyricist type style, so I love it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the type of style I like. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit you did with Lex and Kesper. If you listen to it too quick, there's very few rhyme notes there. There's very few rhyme punchlines on that, and some of it turns to conversation, and then it goes back into the rhyme, and that's real hard to do. That's real hard to do. You know what I'm saying?
But I've been doing that since I was about 12 years old, like 13 when I moved to Forest. Like my influence was, you know, everybody say this man is a villain, but I grew up watching Fat Joe, you know what I'm saying, and Showbiz. Like those was the dudes, like, you know, like Cologito and Bronx L. I used to be sitting there watching, showing them just like that, mimicking them, just like I was a little boy. You know what I'm saying? DITC showed me that, you know, things can be a reality, and plus Show is not a rapper. So when I'm sitting here watching him, you know what I'm saying, do both sides, it gave me you know, and he has knowledge himself. So, you know, it let me realize that I had to master duality.
If Mega did this.